All right, and Wild may be walking his dogs, but the teams are ready. So we are here for the grand finals of TD2L, the 5th edition, between Sand King Gomez and Banka Cola, two new teams, both playing with extreme lag because they're playing from two different non-US East regions. Sand King Gomez playing from SA, Banka Cola playing from Eastern Europe. Wild, when you get back, tell me, how do you feel about these teams, buddy? Nothing. All right. Awesome. Oh, we have the Undying Man from Banka Cola. They hate this hero. They banned it in all 4 of their last games, which I was here for, casting those games as well. They do not want to deal with Undying. They don't want to counter it. They don't want to mess with it. They just want to ban it and get it out of here. We saw a lot of Primal Beast bans as well, so I would expect to see those coming in the near future in this first phase. If they get through Banka Cola, the one game that Primal Beast got through, they picked it immediately. They love that hero. And there goes the Marcy. They picked that in both of the games that they won in the last series. And they banned the Silencer immediately. As I said before,
I have arrived. Sorry.
Nice. No, I had to start the game. Both teams already had to start. Eastern Europe prioritizes the Silencer very highly. They ban it and pick it very early, and they banned it here as well.
That's going to leave Omni Knight available, though, and Banka Cola. I definitely saw they can use that very well, beating the reigning champions using it.
Oh, yeah, they beat the reigning champions. That's true. And they let the Primal Beast go. There it is.
Oh. Man, I'm not an offlane player, but just playing this Primal Beast hero a couple games in ranked, it's easy MMR. I don't know, it just feels so nice.
No pun intended, he is a beast. But they gave away the Enigma, though.
That is true. Snapfire, interesting.
Huh. These are two heroes that are pretty good against Primal Beast.
I think maybe Snapfire's just like a comfort pick or something.
I think Snap's good against Primal Beast as well, because if you get the cookie into the onslaught, if you hit it at the same time, it just stops him dead in his tracks, and it just fucks him up really bad.
And do you think they pair that with an Omni, though?
That's a good question. Banka Cola loves the Omni Knight. They have not picked it yet. They usually first pick it if it's available. I think they might. They like it with Primal Beast as well.
Yeah, even just a little slow from like Hammer of Purity, like you could pair it in lane and get a nice trample potentially.
Well, they play at a 5 position exclusively. It is Watcher's Hero and Watcher's Hero alone. Yeah.
Dire's turn to ban.
Oh, the Visage again.
Okay, so do you think maybe they run the Primal Beast mid? Or I have seen a couple teams do it pos 4.
Oh, they do it pos 4 as well. His name isn't the same as his end game, but their 4 position player on Banka Cola, they played it in the quarterfinals. Against White and Yellow, they played the 4 position.
Yeah, I have seen a little bit of that being flexed, so which is, I think that's pretty much what makes first pick heroes as strong as they are. It's just the flex potential as well as being a strong hero. I mean, Enigma can be 5, can be 4 or 3.
And Sand King Gomez was watching the last series. They banned that Broodmother out second phase immediately. 11-0-11 on the Broodmother. Very scary.
Yeah. What do you think made Broodmother become strong right now?
I mean, it's just the fact that you don't have to play it as a cheese hero anymore. You could just kind of put it in mid or off lane, and it just occupies the enemy jungle. It gives you so much positional advantage that the other team has a hard time dealing with if they don't have a hero to counter it.
Yeah, and like it farms a lot, but it farms parts of the map that your team couldn't typically farm. So it's not really like greedy either, even though it farms a lot.
And Sand King Gomez was also watching my pre-show because they banned out the Gyrocopter, which is a hero that Banka Cola, they only have a few games on record, but they love the Gyro. Actually, no, I take that back. It was Sand King Gomez that likes the Gyro. It was Sand King Gomez has a carry player who still plays carry Gyro with no IO like all the time.
5 seconds remain.
Carry Gyro in this day and age?
Yeah, they love it. They love Sankin Gomez loves carry gyro, and they love it so much they respect it on other teams that don't play it.
Radiant's turn to pick.
And that's a classic second phase ban. We've been seeing that a lot. Second phase
Yeah.
Bat Rider, just get rid of it.
Even games where it's like not really a great Bat Rider game, if it's a good Bat Rider player, it's I still see him just run over the game.
It's good awareness too, because I think most teams would assume this is their 2-3 combo, and they're aware that this could be a 4 primal beast, and they're banning mids anyway.
Yeah, a lot of, especially more you get into amateur leagues, you see a lot of like, oh, they won't pick this hero because they already have like a carry or whatever. And you get some really tricky teams who can flex a lot of things, and all of a sudden your entire draft gets countered.
I mean, that's true for some amateur leagues, but like these teams have picked pretty meta. I mean, there's been some deviations based on personal hero preferences, but I mean, these teams are good. These teams are very, very good, and they pick meta.
Yep, and they are banning accordingly too. And if there's anything I know from seeing these high tier teams playing, is a lot of good Tusk players.
Yeah, no, they're
Hopefully
insane.
We'll see another good one. Just
you don't have to worry about like the sub 30-minute Tusk blink ags on in amateur leagues, but in pro leagues, very scary. It could the repositioning can completely change the game because I can snowball.
And just like the number of times I find myself saying like, whoa, he dodged that with snowball. Oh, and now he dodged that with snowball. And it's like, dang, this guy's good.
Yep. And it's also an interesting preference difference between South America and Eastern Europe, because I don't think that they would ever pick this in Eastern Europe. They do not pick the Tusk, but SA loves Tusk. Yeah.
Dyer's turn to pick.
Winter.
Ooh, that's a new one.
So I guess it always gives them that BKB piercing disable for Enigma. I mean, you could get that other ways, but Wyvern also provides a lot of team fight, which you see in Enigma and a Snapfire, you know that you're going to need something to deal with the enemy's team fight.
And Drought, Banka Cola saw this they almost lost to the Drow Ranger against White and Yellow in the quarterfinals. They were ahead the whole game on net worth, but the Drow almost killed them anyway. And I think that they're kind of learning from that and realizing Drow as a range carry, like the range carries have been very popular this patch, even Shadow Fiend.
Yeah. It's kind of weird though, because like nothing about this right now makes me think like, dang, this is a crazy good Drow game, but like they can still work. Like I'm not saying it's bad. It's just like, all right.
This is something that you newbies have forgotten about this, but Drow Visage used to be the combo. It was you would pick Drow and you would pick Visage with the True Shot aura, which she didn't have anymore, but you know. But Drow Visage was the combo, and that combo still works with its other synergies as well.
Run down there with their reserve time though. Sankin Gomez.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a bristle.
Ooh, interesting. I like this.
I mean, it's been like one of the lowest win rate heroes in the current patch.
But all the heroes on Dire so far are like range damage, except for I guess Primal Beast. But yeah, this bristle's very intelligent. I like it.
Which Primal Beast is gonna have a hard time just really staying on top of a bristle, so he has a hard time too.
Yeah. Like he's not super, like if it's a core primal, which I think it's probably not. It's probably a 4 primal. I think they're gonna have a hard time doing damage when him not to his back turned. And Drow is a fairly early Silver Edge buyer, but not that early. Like they can win this game early on Sankin Gomez.
They'll have to snowball.
And it is one thing I like about this is this is an Eastern Europe versus SA Grand Finals in an NA tournament. This is awesome, dude. I love this. Banka Cole is a lot of fun, and so is Sankin Gomez, as far as I've heard. I've not seen their games, but I've heard they're a lot of fun.
And banning out a lot of these big magic damage nukers. Lena and Puck.
I think what Banka Cola and maybe even Sankin Gomez are worried about are these BOT or like early movement mids. And I've harped on this a lot, but a lot of Eastern Europe and SA teams love these early BOT or Spirit type heroes like mid and just move constantly fighting because they're super aggressive.
Yeah, and that's the weird thing about Lena. Like, she doesn't have any abilities or anything that get her gap closing, but she's just such a fast hero, and the
She's so
items that
fast.
she naturally buys just kind of make her fill a similar role.
Yep. And there's another Spirit. I would expect to see something like Void Spirit banned here from Sankin Gomez. Yeah. Just that kind of thing. These teams, both of these regions love their hyper aggressive mids, and I would expect to see no carry mids, just all that.
Sankin Gomez will have the advantage of getting that last pick though, and
5 seconds.
I find it funny that it seems like they're not even afraid of a Viper right now with Bristle, because I mean, you look at Banka and even if you pick a Viper, like, how do you keep the Bristle and Nether Toxin right now? You actually don't have anything to control Bristle, so Nether Toxin actually, you just don't care about it. You just walk out of it.
I like that ban though. Pango could be very disruptive to Sankin Gomez. It's a good ban. And they could pick Viper here, but I wouldn't expect it. I agree with you. I think Viper's not that important in this game because there's not a ton of hard.
And I think that's why they don't ban it, because they realize it's kind of a bait pick.
5 seconds remain.
Are there any other big break heroes that could be picked mid?
The break is going to be on the Drown Ranger with the early Silver Edge. That's my feeling. I think they're going to ignore that for mid and pick what they want mid. Because Drow is an excellent early Silver Edge builder, so they don't have to worry about that too much.
There's Void Spirit, or even like Tiny hasn't been banned or anything either. That's been pretty popular.
Tiny's untouched. Yeah, that's true. It's been very popular this tournament in particular as well.
Okay, Dawnbreaker also been pretty popular though.
That's true. Dawnbreaker is one of the most popular heroes for C-Dub because who lost in the semifinals to Banka. They love to pick the safe lane Dawnbreaker, but in this game I think it's going to be where is it going to go? It could be 4 or 2.
Probably
5 seconds
mid,
remain.
right?
You would think, but it could be 4 as well.
Oh, and there is the Tiny.
Yeah, buddy. We got it. We got our hero. Says he dot game is playing Primal Beast. That is a mid Primal Beast and a 4 Dawnbreaker. And Lund is playing the Tiny.
You know, that works out.
What's interesting about this, it's a 5 Enigma. This is Hijack playing the Enigma. He is their, I believe he's their, I could be wrong about this because I haven't watched their games and I just did the scouting based on their Dota buffs, but Hijack is a 5 player and he is playing the Enigma. We'll see. If you're going to put an Enigma 5 with any carry, one of the best ones is Bristleback. He's super tanky, doesn't care.
Yeah, maybe they do some role flexing, but I find like the higher skill you go, maybe there's like a level where it goes back the other way, but typically there gets to be less and less like role flexing. Like it's like, you know how to play mid, you stick to mid. I don't care what hero you're playing, you know. We can flex heroes, but you're the mid player, you play mid. You're the off player, you play off lane.
Because it could have theoretically been a Tusk mid, like, but until we saw the players, but.
But so game 1, grand finals, TD2L Pro Series. Here we go. Banka coming off the advantage of taking down the previous champions, but in a best of 5 grand finals, these two teams are on even footing.
Yeah, and Sankin Gomez beat down the number 2 seed so hard that they quit the second game. They just did not want to play it.
Wait, really?
Yeah, Sankin Gomez beat Killseal Esports so hard they did not play game 2. Straight up.
Wow.
Yeah, they just they abandoned game 2.
Well, I hope we don't see that here. We're hoping for 5 games, not 1.
Well, it will not be 5 games. It will be it will be 3 at most. And they are on Eastern Europe time, so they definitely can't play 5 games. I don't want to destroy my keyboard. Yeah, this is an Eastern European team for Banka Cola. They are playing from Ukraine and Russia, and Sanking Gomez is playing from South America. Not geographically South America, but culturally they have some. I believe they're playing in a team house in Mexico.
Bright and breezy.
We have
I'll give them the
2
heads up. Don't
sticks on
worry.
the supports, a wand on the visage.
And the shush. He gave me the shush, buddy.
Man, I keep saying it, but I really need to get more into this stick meta. Just starting off with a stick. I mean, visage starting off with a full wand. That's awesome.
I mean, that's you used to see that was a fairly common meta thing among carries in the meta like a few months ago, and then teams the people tried to drift it away from the stick and then all branches, but that's coming back lately.
Yeah,
on offlaner
I
specifically.
have such a hard time everybody like really like criticizes each other's starting items, but I gotta admit, sometimes I have no idea what's the right thing.
and the misclick. and they immediately recognize with the smiley face that they do not need to go yet because they have they are South America. Yeah, I don't want to give them 2 p.m. Yeah, it's about 2 p.m. for. Well, no, it's a little earlier than that. So the sun is shining. I would love to say Banka Cola. Maloy is the all chat god, and he is on Banka Cola. And SA teams love to all chat too, so I would love to see some all chat.
Already seen,
baby.
What?
And they're going uphill into a smoke. Here we go.
All 5 on Banka Cola. They're gonna find the bristle back and a nice onslaught from the Primal Beast, but he can't quite get. Oh, he's in front. He's got the body block, but the cookie gonna get him over, and they've got a little bit more Arctic burn, but Celestial Hammer's still on cooldown. They have no more spells.
30 seconds now.
Oh, so close. What a start. You know they're loving this. You know they're loving this, dude.
A lot of damage. Are they gonna stick around for the bounty? It looks like
Tiny's looking for the. Oh, he's gonna get the D ward on this Obs mid. He checked on the tower and he got attacked. Yeah.
People hate 1v1 midding him.
Bright and breezy. They've trained hard to get here. It's time now for the final
And
fight.
Drow gonna kind of trade some hits with the Enigma.
Yeah, they gotta be upset because the Enigma is Maloy's signature hero. Oh, Drow's in trouble. Actually.
Yeah, Drow. No tag team on that tough, so it's just
Tiny.
gonna
He
walk
went for
away.
the Tiny went for the tree as he should if he's mid.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those where it's like getting telekinesis level 1 on Rubik's. It's like even if you get a kill or something, not having Fade Bolt is rough.
This is an interesting mid matchup because I discussed this before, but even with the bonus damage from Tree Grab, Primal Beast has a lot of damage too.
Yeah.
He keeps it at 2 creeps already.
And he went onslaught first, but like if he wanted just straight CS like that uproar, he gets 6 bonus damage.
Yep. We
Really
saw that
good
in the
for
previous
trading.
series, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even realize that was part of the ability. It was just base damage until I played it.
God, Dawnbreaker bottom already has 9 stick charges.
Yeah, this is actually, I feel like it's gonna be a hard lane for Bristle. Just a lot of spell damage from these two.
And they're going.
Yep. Oh my, wow, yeah, down to
Yeah, they do
100.
a lot of damage.
But, I mean, going the other way, the snap does a lot, but that will be the soul assumption, getting the Bristle.
That's such a strong spell. He didn't respect it enough.
Yeah. I mean, I think most Visages go Grave Chill and then Grave Keepers, you know, not getting soul assumption to like level 3. But,
oh, in the offlane you have to get it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's the only way you can contest CS is to bully them away. Because if you look right now, he has no soul assumption mana. He just gets walked away.
Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe if it's not worth it if it's not first blood, but I mean they're already turning in. He's down to half HP after just getting back.
Yeah.
It's,
I mean, he had
another one.
soul assumption is so strong.
And now he just kind of wants to sit back and farm, but to do that effectively, he has to quill, and then he gives wand charges, so Visage can use it even more.
If you look, the main weakness of soul assumption is the mana cost is 135. It's a lot, but if you get all these quill spray stacks on your the wand, then yeah, you have plenty of mana to use it as much as you want. As usually you have to run from the trample in the mid lane, but Tiny just kind of sits there. He has plenty of HP, and gets the D ward as well.
It's kind of one of those on Primal where, you know, you try to push him back, you make him use his spells, but I think your odds of killing are pretty much nothing. You're just playing for later timing or ganking.
And he thought he could zone him away, but the Tiny denied the creep in front of his face while he was using trample because he thought he's just gonna run away. But Tiny has plenty of HP; he can survive it.
Yep, and if he's in too much trouble, he just throws an avalanche.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that Tiny does pretty well against Primal in lane, but Primal being able to rotate so early can be damaging. Looks like Snapfire taking some. That's gonna be the hammer picking up the kill on the Dawnbreaker.
Yep.
Rena's trying to run away.
Yeah. Plenty of stick on the bristle, but he's still no level 3, no goo yet.
Do you think he goes for goo this lane?
Oh, and he lost his ring of health on the courier. That's a disaster. Primal Beast got it somehow.
Oh, he must not have microed it.
Yep.
Sending
that's
it straight from
deal.
secret shop.
Yep, that's gotta be a huge problem. The bristle not having his ring of health is not insignificant.
Yeah, I mean that puts him 800 golden items behind his counterparts. So.
Yep. So they're gonna have to rely on the Snapfire.
Meanwhile, top they're looking at this Wyvern, gonna be taken down in the ice shards. It's only level 2 on the tusk, but the Primal Beast coming up for that Enigma.
This is what you were talking about with the early rotations on the Beast, on the offlane especially. Getting that offlane rune and then going straight up there.
Why waste your spells on Tiny when you can just run to other lanes and get kills?
That's right.
Yeah, honestly, I wasn't expecting that until like 6-minute power runes, but really going early, and I mean
this
it
is
works.
something Thompson really pioneered is getting those rotations before the power runes. You just go on the water rune and you get the free kill and you go back to mid.
Which
they're running down the Wyvern again top.
Oh, I can't get away from those Eidolons and the tag team. Multi-shot doing a lot to the tusk, but he's actually running back in. He's gonna snowball onto Drow.
Again.
Oh.
I know I should respect the dead.
Wow, that's another rotation. He didn't even get the Enigma either.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, the Primal, he is suffering a bit for that. Meanwhile, Snapfire going down bottom, but yeah, Primal is now, he's about 10 CS behind Tiny, so it's not coming without cost for him.
Well, that's kind of true, but also Tiny is up to the level where he can deny the Beast at will, even with the uproar. So that might be more or less what his CS would be anyway.
It would be more concerning if he were getting like a lot of tower damage or something, but it's pretty early on for him to be able to do a lot with that.
Yeah, see, he's just uproaring to spam the waves and then just runs away and goes for kills otherwhere, like otherwise. And he's gonna contest the Tusk for the rune.
He's got ulti for Tusk. Arcane Rune will be bottled on the Primal, so he gets that too. Oh, but his Onslaught doesn't make it all the way to the Tusk.
The deny on Roche?
Oh no, he juked him and he's out.
What a juke by 9. Give him the tips, boys.
Holy moly. Not even snowball dodging out here. He's just using his feet.
He wants him so bad.
He is going to get a lot of gold from these Eidolon kills.
Yeah.
So. I don't
And he
think
has his
he's...
ulti again because of the arcane rune.
An onslaught in 4 seconds. Third time's the
He might
charm.
get it anyway, third time's the charm. Hello.
Oh,
He
and in
got
the
it
multi
this
shot.
time.
Oh, but the snowball, so he's gonna take even more time. The Gus gonna miss and 9. Okay, the ulti clipping him on the edge. But maybe Tiny gonna be able to turn this into something. There's no mana left on that Primal Beast. The toss is there, and he's got a Fairy Fire. And the slows coming from Drow, so he can actually chase.
He didn't toss him back. He had a creep to toss him back to under the tower. He just didn't make it. But this has opened up a lot of space for the Bristleback, who had a lot of trouble early. Although they're going on him
That's
now.
true about it. Yep, taking a lot of damage. The Starbreaker gonna land, but the Visage killed by the Quills, and now the Dawnbreaker in similar trouble. Oh, there's the Primal. This man just doesn't want to be mid.
I know. That's great. I mean, that was a tremendous turn by Reyna to get the double kill on bottom.
Yeah, dying, I think that's still decent for Bristle. That lane's been so rough that getting a double kill there is...
Yeah, it's really good.
As that Rain now going to come back with full resources.
It's always entertaining when the Primal Beast charges in out of your camera range and you're just like, oh, what's up, dude?
Yeah, it's like, all right, well, he's dead. And gonna immediately start working on that BKB. There's now phase boots on the Primal, so what's he gonna do? Good luck for that Bristle again. Or actually, it's turning around.
Bristle 6 though. Bristle has 6 now. He's not so easy to
gonna run into the snap. Gonna onslaught, but getting stunned under tower. He's dead. There's gonna be a Celestial Hammer, but they will have the damage from the tower. Nameless getting hit by that Dawnbreaker.
He's so low.
I think Dawnbreaker's...
Oh, what a
no, the snowball in the shards. Yeah, Dawnbreaker can't cast anything. Oh, can't get the Starbreaker on either. I mean, it took forever for them to kill her. It's kind of weird. Like, they have all 3 there. They're landing spells that look nice, but it still takes them forever to kill a pause 4.
3 XP for Wyvern, and who is getting gone? Maybe now. I thought he might black hole the Wyvern in the office, but he's gonna let her go.
Yeah, did actually skill black hole. Good. I feel like more often now I'm seeing Enigmas not having black hole at like level 10.
He skilled it.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. That's the thing about, like, I've been seeing what I've been seeing from Enigmas more, if anything, is they love to skill it and use it very early, just like one hero black holes. They love that. Oh, he's dead.
Oh, he's gonna get gusted here. There's the Dawnbreaker in with the stun. They don't even need it.
Yeah, Hijack's dead.
Just a little too far out. They've got a nice ward there to make sure reinforcements aren't coming.
Is in danger.
Meanwhile, this Visage is really trying to get up to his to the Wraith Pack, because that's almost already up on the the Enigma. He's much closer.
Yeah, he's
Scanning
pretty
for
far
enemies.
behind actually.
Yeah.
Is it just the Tranquils or?
Tower is under attack.
It must be the Tranquils, yeah.
Quick stop.
Oh, he got him. Oh, the onslaught.
And yeah, Primal Beast making the moves. And now Tiny coming around. He's gonna catch the drought just instantly. That's that max level avalanche.
Yeah, that's an fairly, I mean, I wouldn't say it's an even trade normally, but the Enigma really wants this Wraith Pact, and
Tiny's got his blink now too. And Primal's going in on the Tusk, but the Tiny's still here. He can blink in on this. There's Mortimer Kisses going in, and there's gonna be the toss and the kisses. And okay, the Wyvern saved, but not gonna be enough. And the Dawnbreaker ulti going in, but this Tiny's really tanky. I think they just have to let him go.
Wow, nice play by Sand King Gomez to get the Primal Beast after that.
And good awareness by them just backing off, not trying to leech that lane, knowing that Tiny can just blink right back in and kill any of them, really. This is just gonna be a big time for Tiny. Try to take all the tier 1 towers, and if heroes try to defend, just kill them instantly.
This is also interesting. I've seen from the last 2 teams, when you want to go for this ultra aggressive, like attacking Tiny, they've all gotten phase boots, and this Tiny has the treads, so he's not going for that same playstyle.
Dire's top
And they stole the Lance of Pursuit as well.
is no more.
That
I don't know
feels
if that was
so
an
bad
item steal or
losing your
not, but
neutrals.
It looked like a steal from my position. I couldn't tell for sure though.
Radiant have fortified their structures against attack.
Yeah, it's really hard to siege these towers with Tiny when you have like a Dawnbreaker as a support who can just.
Visage will
as a
get that
force
bottom
position, yeah.
tower for free now, though. And
Alright, here comes the smoke.
that mid tower, half HP. Yeah, they're gonna want to defend that. They can.
Dire's top tower
Tiny's
is
a
under
hard
attack.
target to start on, but if he's alone and they catch him, I think they can
And
kill
they're
him.
wrapping around. They don't see him yet.
They're gonna look bottom instead for that bristle. He's got raindrops, and Vanguard, but I don't think it's enough to save him. But
Max
TPs
TP's
are coming in, and he's still alive, so they're gonna have to run the other way. No onslaught up on that primal. He's stuck in the shards. He will ulti, but I don't think. Oh, the Drow's here actually. Early carry rotation, and
he's
the
also
onslaught
putting inwards.
gonna bring the tuss down. The primal accepting his fate, but gonna get some kills for the rest of his team. The Enigma going down and out of the bristle, but he's a bit too fast. Gonna just run away.
That was so ballsy from the from the primal beast just charging in rather than
Yeah.
out. But
I
they
think
got
he
an
just
extra kill out of
realized,
it.
like, you know what? I'm dead. Let's see if I can get my team some kills.
Yeah. I think he could have gotten out with the onslaught, but I think they just love kills. They love killing people. They love
That
murdering
being
people.
said, Tiny having the opportunity to go down there and maybe get some kills decides to just go for that mid tower, and that's gonna open up that top side of the map a lot for them.
It is an important tower, but yeah, maybe he could have gone and gotten more out of it. And he's gonna get conversion on, but he gets spike out. Nice.
Blinking out of the birds. Little bit of a stack there for the Visage to take though. Stacked it, Drow stacked.
Yeah, you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do, buddy. Core or not.
Or Drow. I mean, it feels kind of weird to take your own stacks because you do miss out on that stack goal, but
Oh, I do know.
usually
If
as a carry, I
do
would
it
take
all the
my
time,
own.
yeah.
Middle tower.
Ooh, he blinked and bottled them. He bottled it under smoke, so they know the smoke's coming.
Yeah, they know smoke, but
Eager to know Dire's
honestly, there aren't many targets near them. They're going to see the primal. He's going to use ulti, and onslaught's on cooldown, but he is still hard catch. He's going to
Ooh.
Tumblr's toy, but they're still going in.
This
There's
is
going to be the
tough.
Dawnbreaker ulti and the Wyvern ulti. A lot of turnaround.
Oh,
And
they're gonna
The
get a huge
onslaught
cleanup on
in.
this.
Primal looks like he might go down. No, he's walking
Oh,
away.
maybe not. No one died actually. What a crazy
I
fight.
like
No
those
one died.
engagements.
Yeah, because every team has like calculated it perfectly, and then no one dies.
Radiant's middle tower.
Like, okay, we're not going to overstep. We're going to do
now.
the damage we can, try to get kills, but it looks
and-
like just SKG prioritizing towers a little bit better. They've gotten
Yeah,
a bit of a
got top tier
structural.
too. Yeah.
Although mid tower did go down, the Visage taking it during that, so I guess, you know, both doing a good job.
Oh, the poor Eastern Europeans. It's 2 a.m. They're so sad. No pause.
Oh wait, so if it goes to 5, they're gonna. Oh no.
It is a BO3 max. Don't worry.
Oh, it's a BO3 max.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
I
It is a BO3 max for all series so far. Where when we get more teams, we're probably gonna adjust it like a little bit with like BO1 133 or like 1135. But for
you
now,
should do
it is a BO3
BO5
max.
at some point and have me solo cast it.
That is what we want to do. Yeah, exactly.
I've never been able to flex my ability to solo cast a best of 5. But I have done 2 back-to-back best of 3s, which is
That's the same thing.
yeah.
That's even better actually, because you have more teams. You have more to keep track of.
Yeah, that is fair.
But yeah, the Banka Cola is running on fumes now. I've had this experience personally because this is ticketed to the Division S rather than the Pro Series because Valve wouldn't approve our ticket on time.
Oh,
And in Division S, we played a Ukrainian team, and we played until we were doing well until it hit like 3:30 a.m. and then we all started to like flag a little bit.
yeah. It's
And
hard.
so they
Like,
may be having that
it's
too,
not
yeah.
even always like your ability to play that phase, but just like your
Concentration.
emotional strength. Yeah, that too.
Our emotions were high, but like the concentration really faded. Yeah.
I find like my emotions don't go down when I'm tired; they just kind of disappear. I'm just playing the game.
Yeah, so I hope Banka will keep it up because they've had a very strong run. They beat the last champions, and they've been looking very good.
I mean, so far though, we really aren't seeing an advantage. It's kind of, I mean, Visage and Enigma both playing kind of similarly, going for that Wraith Pack early push with the birds and the Eidolons. You got the Tiny and the Primal kind of doing the same thing, being very active with the Blink and the Onslaught.
They're playing the same meta type stuff. It just depends on execution at this point because Enigma
And the
is
execution's
better
been pretty
team
even, so it kind of leaves us in a stalemate.
That means that the Enigma is the better team fight and the Visage is the better split push. Like, who's going to execute better on their own separate fronts? Yeah.
But that being said, even in a team fight, while Visage might not offer the same kind of team control, those soul assumptions offer a lot of team fight damage.
Oh yeah, that's a ton of damage. The Primal Beast got his onslaught interrupted, but he's okay. I thought they may try to turn that with the cookie, but he's fine.
Yeah, that 16 seconds on the onslaught doesn't actually feel too long, so just pretty safe as a Primal once you've got that BKB to be farming down there, which he did just pick it up in Fountain.
Invisibility.
Yeah, that first item BKB on heroes like Primal Beast on Razor, which isn't in this game, but like heroes like that where you get the early BKB, very scary this meta because you can take these early fights and just snowball it.
Yeah.
And it looks like they want to do that because the smoke was just purchased on Dawnbreaker.
Yeah. Now he is going to show on the way. Maybe he cleared it fast enough that they won't see it as BKB.
Yep. Maybe, but they gotta know it's gonna be around this time because they've seen the previous items. Yeah.
Which I see that. Now I'm not a pro, but in some of my Primal games, I find like I get that early BKB, and sometimes it just helps me farm more safely. It's like, okay, you know what? I don't need to fight with this. It would be really useful if I needed to, but it just lets you farm aggressively and not be worried about being caught out.
Right under the outpost, the Radiant Ops saw the whole thing coming, so they know this push is on the way. But can they contest it?
He's gonna ulti just to quickly get those creeps out of the way.
It's a low cooldown, 20 seconds. Up again.
Is he gonna let his uproar go?
Oh, they counter glyph too. They really want this tower. They're gonna get it.
Oh,
But the
he didn't use
Roche in the
uproar.
meanwhile. Look at the Roche.
Oh, they are going for Roche and that tag team with Island. Is that tournament legal?
It's my friend. It is tournament legal indeed. And
Eidolons and tag team, that shouldn't be allowed.
I will say this is a train that Banka likes.
Oh,
Dawnbreaker
TPing right in front of the whole team, but the Wyvern ulti actually really well placed. Are they going to be able to turn it around? The Dawnbreaker ulti coming in, going to get the stun onto Tiny. He's already dead, and the trample going on to Tusk. And Dawnbreaker still running away. That's going to be Primal Beast ulti onto Enigma, and no chance to really black hole here.
This is a great fight from Banka.
Yeah. And Bristle's still alive, but he's the only one alive. Do you think it's even worth for them to kill him twice? I think it just takes so long. You just leave him alone.
You leave him alone, yeah. Buyback on Sapphire and respawn on Tusk at 7.
Yeah.
They're teasing it.
They're trying, but
oh, they got him.
okay, they're gonna get the first. Wait. Oh no. Okay, get your Primal Beast out of here. Oh no, he's gonna die for it.
And Drowson's stuck on high ground as well. Can she TP out in time? Is there a cookie?
Oh, the cookie not quite in line.
It's too far. The shard makes it go too far.
Yeah, I think they maybe just cared about the Bristle a little too much.
Overall, it's still a great fight from Banka.
It's not like there were any other objectives they were in place to go for. Okay, there's gonna be a toss. They got the Visage, but the Wyvern heal coming in handy. No shard yet on the Visage, so we won't be able to plant down, but they're gonna have to back off anyway.
Nice response.
Tiny going for that Agnum's Scepter, no BKB this game. Which I think it's fair to kind of try to combo off of that black hole, get a big tree volley into the middle of it.
Yeah, I've seen both of these approaches in the previous games, and the BKB is when there's one target you absolutely have to kill, and the tree volley is when you like need to be alive to sustain multiple hero kills. I have to get that insane burst from the Echo plus volley. Yeah.
Which I have to say though, as we get in the more late game, maybe it's my amateur perspective, but I would think like, hey, if I get the drow, that's gonna be a lot of their damage. So I probably would go the BKB route myself. Yeah. But I can also see the approach that like, hey, this Visage probably gonna do more than you expect, and
well, Tiny's looking for Trow. He sees her. He has blink. Is he gonna go? He sees her bottom.
Yep, she's hidden from the trees, but that doesn't really keep her hidden.
He's waiting for more heroes, but he doesn't have them yet.
Yep, I think
he wants
can
this
just
kill so bad.
Yeah. Does he really just have to walk away? Look how sad he looks.
Wow, he didn't. I think he might be right. He can't get that kill. Yeah, he had no support. I think you need +1.
She has that Hurricane Pike that does make it hard.
Yeah, and his heroes weren't near, and the Snapfire just died as well, which was the dieback.
That feels really bad. But yeah, you only have the Wraith Pack on your Enigma, so you know he can't blink in and do anything. You do have the blink on the Tusk, but maybe his TP was on cooldown or something.
And Enigma's still not going blink. He's almost to BKB. He's about 1100 short.
Yep. Hasn't gotten the shard yet. I'm surprised. It's like such a good farming tool, but maybe he just doesn't need it. But the Visage has got up in farm, so maybe he does. And they're gonna snowball onto the Visage, so maybe that Nether's gonna go the other way. But Wyvern ulti again there for the save. These Wyvern ultis are doing work, and the Tusk immediately gonna go down the trample on the Bristle. But the Tiny, he's in back, getting an avalanche. But the Dawnbreaker ulti with the Agnum Scepter, and it just takes them down. Enigma gonna have to go on the run, but can't really escape. The onslaught's there from the Primal Beast. And this time, at least the Bristle's not the only one to survive, but these mid-game fights. Banka Cola just...
a great read on what works for mid-game fights and what doesn't. And
this Wyvern pick seems like it was just a really good response to what they saw. I mean, they didn't see the whole draft or anything, but just the threat of the black hole even is not really there. The save potential is too great.
And the Enigma is probably correctly going for BKB as well. It's still no blink though. The initiation very difficult.
To be fair, it feels like they like initiate on one hero and then they get counter initiated by the entire Banka Cola team.
Yeah, they're so aggressive. They have this ability to somehow farm the map but also be hyper aggressive. It's unreal to watch from Eastern European teams. They're so good at this.
Which is so annoying to play against, because you're like, okay, they're split, we can go for them, and then all of a sudden they're all not split. Now they are going on this Wyvern again, looking for a target. Looks like they're gonna let their Tusk die for this. Yeah. Not expecting all those heroes to be there, but I mean they had vision there. So.
Enigma's in trouble now. He got double burst on
but the Visage taking tower damage the whole time is gonna have to go down and heal up. The Wyvern dead as well. There's the Dawnbreaker ulti, gonna try to stun that Bristle, but it feels like the wrong target. It's the one they haven't been able to kill. But maybe he's strong enough. He's going after the Drow. That's gonna be Drow BKB. Meanwhile, Tiny trying to take out the Dawnbreaker, and she is gonna go down. Drow TPing out.
Nice counter fight from Zanking Gomez.
Banka Cola going pretty deep. I mean, that Visage went almost tier 3s trying to get the, was it the Bristle?
No, it was the I believe it was the Enigma.
Oh, the Enigma, right? The Enigma.
And this is classic Maloy. He loves to play aggressive. He loves to play deep, and it backfired this time. But so far, it's been pretty good for them.
Yeah, as these BKBs come out, both teams are gonna have to take fights a little bit more hesitantly.
On the hunt for radiant
That's a big
forces.
smoke. They want to count like smoke before all the respawns come on Sync and
The
Gomez. They're
scan
looking for.
from Banka, we'll see the bristle there just for a second.
Nice.
Maybe that's enough for them to.
Yeah, that'll ruin the
sit
smoke.
back.
Well done. This is almost has Ags as well. Or sorry, Tiny. Tiny almost has Ags as well. Interesting.
Yep. And he's going
He
straight
wants
on
the
that
ult.
wyvern, but the whole team's there. He will get the
What is
wyvern,
he
but
doing?
he might pay for this.
That's not a good trade. No, no, no. And they know it. They know it's not a good trade. They're giving him the tips.
Yeah. I mean, maybe. I wonder what he was just like even doing there. Because
think he thought his
I
team
was
was
gonna say
behind
his
him.
smoke broke, so it's like, okay, might as well just kill the hero there because your smoke broke. You know.
Oh, Snap's being run down by the melee as
Yeah.
well.
Another
the
deep
birds.
dive though. I mean, Tusk is there. The shards are there. Melee gonna have
Nice,
to turn
nice
around.
shards. And the Wraith Pack's dead as well. Well done.
Right. Oh, do you think that's part of the reason for Snapfire 2 is you see like a Visage, you know they're going Wraith Pack, get yourself a good Wraith Pack killer.
It
I
was
didn't even think
before
about
the
that.
it was before the Visage, but yeah.
Oh right, it was the Primal was first pick. My
Yep.
bad.
Yep.
I get my giraffes mixed up.
What I do like about the Snap is that he went for like traditional support build. He went Glimmer first. Oh, he's in trouble now. though.
Into the birds, getting stunned up. There's gonna be the Primal Beast going in with a trample, but the Glimmer gonna reduce that damage a lot with the magic resistance.
Ooh.
And this Bristle's still really not afraid. Maybe you should be. They're gonna BKB on the Primal Beast, ulti in, and the break, it's there on the Bristle, but he's gonna BKB dispelling it, and now Drow gonna switch over onto the Tiny, but they can't really secure any kills. There's gonna be the Wyvern ult, maybe that can get the Tiny. He's still barely up live, but the Dawnbreaker ulti is enough to secure the kill. Meanwhile, the Birds still going deep on that Enigma. And oh, the Bristle, he's dead. And 9, maybe soon to follow, gonna snowball onto the Drow and blink away. But the Wyvern also having a blink falls and down. Dang, I didn't see that blink
What an
on the
incredible
Wyvern.
curse. Jeez. Yeah, that blink curse killed them.
Yeah,
It
I
was an
feel
easy
like
fight to
watching
win.
this team,
Is no more.
maybe I'm wrong, but it seems like they practice this Wyvern Dawnbreaker combo a lot because they're
this
really
is a
getting the
new team.
Dawnbreaker ulti right after the Winter's Curse. The timing's
It's
on
the
point.
build too. This is such a a very abnormal support Dawn build, but very smart. The Ags into the locket. It's been so good.
Yep.
And speaking of Ags, there's an Ags on the Primal Beast as well, and they're going for Roche.
Yeah. It's so easy to get your uproar procs in these fights. It's off cooldown, like, well, I mean, yeah, it's off cooldown a lot of the time. So, we'll get a lot of those splinters.
Radiant are scanning for mid.
Banka Cola with the Aegis. This is. They were. I mean, I was trying to. They got the D ward on the high ground, but oh, here we go. Onslaught coming.
This Drow is really hard to deal with now. They
I was the one. I was the one who had to seed, and I tried to seed objectively, and Banka Cola looks like the best team. Here we go.
Oh, Primal Beast though, getting the heal from Dawnbreaker though. It's just so much, and now 9 gonna pay for it. Only one to die though. I mean, it's not horrible if that's the only hero that goes down.
Yeah, not bad. They can get more D wards down.
Keep
They
in
can
mind,
move to jungle.
I don't think we've seen a big black hole still. Which
No,
either
it's-
means like
it's
maybe it's
hard.
just, you know, is it gonna happen this game? Is it just so hard to get it off?
Wyvern's
Or
in trouble, but he's got
the-
force staffed away from the
and that
ulti.
Primal Beast is there to clean up. Wyvern will still go down to the Snapfire, but
That's a good trade. You get
Yeah.
a 5 for 5 trade when you're down. That's good.
yep. And the Winter's Curse was still up, so. They're trying to siege this. It's looking good for the Birds. That Goo and Quill is actually not doing too much to them, but the tower, oh, the multi-shot from the tower quickly taking out the Birds.
Tower is under attack.
And that'll be the
Wraith
Wraith
back
back
as well.
dying
Yeah.
too. Yep, they
they
gotta be
wanna go.
careful now. Drow doesn't have Hurricane Pike up. Is just gonna have to sit here and take it. That tree volley almost getting the Visage, but he still does live. Primal Beast ulting onto the Tusk and break on the Bristle, but he's still running after him. Looks like the Visage should go down soon, but the stun's coming from the birds. He can't catch, and Drow's gonna take out that Tusk finally. Not sure how he lived so long.
Hole? He had it on 2 and he just let it go, and now the Tiny's in trouble too. There's no black hole.
He's there, he's looking, but he's just not seeing the black hole, and Tiny's gonna go down. And there it is. Only on the 2 though, and Dawnbreaker ulti coming in right after. And they are not threatened at all. BKB popped, but he's got nowhere to go, and that Enigma's going down.
This could be close to GG.
I think they've still got Aegis on the Drow too. See no reason why they can't just keep going.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
I mean, the Bristle is tough to deal with, but it's just not enough.
Oh, they're diving.
Yeah.
Can they punish it though? I don't think so.
Tower is under attack. Middle barracks.
Yeah, he can throw his goo, but that's about it.
Yeah, and he wasted black hole, and the Enigma, so it's not up when he respawns.
Yeah, and Tiny and Bristle weren't around to capitalize on it. I think Enigma's just not too afraid of getting it canceled. Like it's probably gonna happen. You're probably gonna get your black hole messed up.
Well, he has BKB. If the Wyvern's not there, you should be able to get it off.
Yeah, which he got the Wyvern in that one. But Mortimer kisses onto the Drow. This could be her Aegis going down. Does still have BKB and Hurricane Pike up, so she can get out of here, no problem. We'll try to get the Wraith back first.
That's the greed. That's the Eastern European greed.
Those birds going down again, though. I feel like we've seen those birds die quite a few times. So no black hole for 80 seconds. How do you think they make a comeback play here? Because I feel like after they back up like this feels like the time you have to go, but with the blink on the Wyvern and the Dawn ulti, it's just so hard.
The Drow wants to go on him, but
the break. Silver Edge on that Drow. Half of his HP has to use his BKB too on the Bristle. On the other side, they're gonna snowball onto Visage, but with the shard, he just, bunkers down and says, "Another day."
Abdul, come on, fix it.
Kill me some other time, not today.
He's got other things to do. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, onslaught. Oh, oop. There he goes.
Just gonna turn on to the creeps. It doesn't feel like SKG can go for any pickoffs or anything either. It's like if you commit on one hero, the whole rest of the team is gonna be on you.
They're so fast, yeah.
Which makes it really hard to have a comeback because it means you have to get a big team wipe.
Drow has DD too.
That tree toss, that's gonna be the Visage going down. I mean, if they get enough goo in the trees, yeah, that DD. They have black hole now.
Well, here comes the smoke. They want to smoke without.
Oh, she's gonna see that Bristle under.
They popped it. The smoke instantly on the Bristle. Yeah. They're gonna wrap heavy though. Enigma black hole is up.
Oh, they're looking for. Yep, they're going around.
Oh, can they get it though?
They're gonna go. She's multi-shotting, so they're gonna see her, but they're actually scared of her.
Oh, he has no blink yet.
They're not committing.
Can he blink black hole? He's not gonna go for it.
She's TPing. And there it is. On to the, but immediately the Winter's Curse and the Dawnbreaker's ulti healing her up. But she is still gonna go down. That's kill for the Tiny on the Drow, and Dawnbreaker gonna follow as well.
Nice defense by Saking Gomez.
And Primal Beast kind of just stuck here on his own. I mean, he's really tanky. He's got a Shivas now too, but he's got no team.
The onslaught out.
Can he just onslaught away?
He wants to throw somebody in.
He doesn't have TP though. He doesn't have TP. I don't know if he can actually escape. He will just occupy their time at least though, but yeah.
And Roche is up in a minute and a half. May respawn in a minute and a half. Yeah, no Roche for them.
I think we saw there that, like, hey, your black hole gets canceled, you're a-okay. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, yeah. You use it to get the CC you need in that fight. Yeah.
And you forced, like, this Wyvern's been getting to use ults in a lot of these fights as, like, a save and killing enemy heroes. And they're purely having to use it to stop Black Hole. Actually, takes a lot of what they had before.
Yeah, Sanking Gomez is still in the hole in this game, but they're clawing their way
I
back
mean,
in.
8K net worth lead now for Banka Cola. It was much worse. We were at a 99% win probability. 100%. We were at 100. Holy crap.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that bad. I try not to look at that graph because
It was tough. Yeah, with the drought, with the Visage early on, like they had it so close. They got a Rax and a half.
I'll take
They're
that.
gonna keep playing aggressive.
Yeah. They have the walrus kick on the Tusk now.
Well, the blink kickback, yeah, that's very good.
If he can find Wyvern with that and just keep the Wyvern out of the fights, that would be like ideal, but that is going to be hard.
Banka Cole understands they need to push now. They have to go quick, and they're just walking straight up high ground with the Wraith Pact.
Yep.
Radiant's bottom
They only have a couple racks to go, 3, so they have a hard time with that Bristle. They are going to get the break on him. That's going to be a blank in from the Enigma and BKB. Dawnbreaker ulti coming in with save, heals, and there's going to be the Gust, but disarm on the Drought. She can't hit. Meanwhile, the Bristle is going to go down. The multi-shot is enough.
Oh my
Tritos
god,
doing a lot of damage though, but he's going to onslaught out of there. Dawnbreaker also getting down from that high ground. And they aren't losing anybody so far. That is a buyback on the Bristle. He's broken here. Silence as well. He's gonna get the Glimmer. Gotta just keep running away, but he's gonna go down. That's a dieback. 100 seconds for the Bristle. And buyback from the Wyvern trying to come back into this. Lund trying to walk away, but the ulti from the Primal keeping him there. Multi-shot on the
GG.
GG.
Wow. Banka Cola out of the game already. They don't want to be here anymore. They are already 2 heroes already gone. GG. Wow. What a game from Banka Cola with the big, again, I gotta say an upset because their MMR is fairly low relative, even with the server distribution accounted for.
But they play well, and I feel like this is a lot of their movements just seem like they practiced. You know, they've done more than just like, because a lot of teams, like even higher end teams, you know, people are busy, they have lives, maybe they don't have time to scrim or, you know, just play together a lot. But I mean, I feel like these guys do.
This is a new team. This is the new team. I can tell you because Melo was on the Melo was on Hot-Headed Reborn, which was the 3-time champions for the.
Well, they are playing well together. They're playing like they practice.
Their synergy is super good. I agree. Yeah. Like their synergy is like so.
And sometimes you get that with teams, like even amateur teams, where it's like you put together some people and it's like they just get along really well, and that can just surge you to doing better than teams that others would think are better.
Yeah, I mean, like this Banka Cola team is good, but Sanking Gomez is like 2 sub 100 immortal like NA players who are like obviously both very good. Yeah. yeah.
They're down in my level, 100 MMR. By the way, I'm slowly catching up to you. I'll be Archon soon.
Yeah, get down to my level, brother.
I'm getting there. I'm going for it. Yeah, for money.
They want the dosh, dude.
They signed up for money.
Mm-hmm. And the next tournament's going to be at least 500, if not 600 bucks for the whole prize pool. So it'll be a lot more. Pretty
Yeah,
excited
that's
about
like
that,
a
too.
lot of burgers.
That's yeah, yeah. Especially there, that's a lot of burgers.
Maybe some chili cheese dogs thrown in there too. I could go for a chili dog.
They got to win 2 games now. It's very late there. I mean, he's done this before. He's a 3-time champion, so he should expect this. And this is an earlier grand finals than usual too, because all the other semifinals were best of 2.
Yeah, that game just Varel got that timing, and I still think it was like a lot. That Wyvern Dawn combo was crazy.
It's a lot of save, but you don't commit your lineup to like a ton of save and nothing else. Like with if you do like Abba Omni, it's not the same thing.
Yeah. It's like a lot of, I mean, they both did 10,000 healing, like each. So like SKG, they did a lot of damage. Like that,
Let me double check
that
on the
tiny
flip
was
real
going
quick.
off. Oh, right.
I'm paying attention to the cast. I don't have time to pay attention to who won the flip. And I called the flip too. Nice. Here we go.
You mentioned ABBA. It reminds me. Remember, like it was a while ago, but when like ABBA 3 was like really good, it just like because it didn't die. It was impossible to kill him. He gets like blink and BKB, and you know his ult pops. If he's in trouble, he just blinks away and leaves. Bristleback kind of reminds me of that, where it's like, dang, he's so tanky, but like you just ignore him.
All right, both teams ready. Let's go.
Because if his whole team's dead, he's no problem.
I'm gonna take a break real quick. I'm gonna come back in a sec, but I'll let you take over for this.
And oh, SKG, they're a DPC team. NA. Wait, what? They got DPC NA on their little banner there. I thought they were South American. Maybe not. But this will be game 2 of the grand finals for the TD2L Pro Series. So far, Banka taking game 1, but SKG, they didn't look too bad. They were holding on for a long time, and even despite being at 100% loss probability, they turned that around for a little bit. It looked like they could do something. SKG this time around, they're gonna ban out. They're going with the respect bans. Take out that Primal, take out that Dawnbreaker. We're not giving them those heroes this time around. But that will mean they're gonna take the Enigma once again. They do really like the Enigma. That'll mean no Primal for Banka. They could still go for like the Visage again, but maybe they got a couple strategies, want to change things up.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Silencer. All right. I mean, Silencer's always annoying in pubs. Okay, they're gonna go straight for the Tiny once again. Geez, so it gets last picked in game 1. But this time they want to make sure it doesn't get banned out in second phase, which it probably would have after that performance.
10 seconds remain.
All right, and SKG, they were the ones with Tiny last game, so gonna be playing it on the other side. It's gonna be Banka who get to show off their Tiny skills this time. Which they could potentially be putting at pause 4 or pause 2. They get to flex it a little bit there.
Dyer's turn to ban.
And a Nyx Assassin for Sand King Gomez.
That's an interesting counter. I think they're worried about the Dawnbreaker, baby, because that's...
They banned that out, so
unusual. Oh, they
that's
did.
not gonna be here
that's
this time.
That's really
They went
weird.
straight
then.
for respect bans this game. And
Yeah, it's very-
this
that's
time
very
though, we'll
unusual
get to
then.
see Banka show their edition of Tiny.
10
Not sure if it'll be mid or
seconds.
4 yet though.
They play both. We've seen both in the quarterfinals and semifinals. But yeah, they're. This Nyx is very strange because if they ban Dawn, I don't know what it's to counter.
Do you think they ban out the
Turn
Wyvern
to
this
ban.
time? Because they went back for this Enigma, but if it felt like the Wyvern really screwed it up, I'd be
If I was them, I would. I think.
I'd be like, hey, we're doing this strategy again. That thing screwed it up. Shouldn't we make it so that scenario doesn't happen again?
Yeah, I mean, it was
Second.
Wyvern is not
Also,
usually
you
seen as
said
like a
San King Gomez, they're a South American team, right?
That's right. Yeah.
On their like little banner though, it says DPCNA.
Yeah, because geographically Mexico is in North America, and so they are grouping and have a group house in Mexico. Yeah,
10
Okay.
seconds.
they are culturally SA, but geographically
They're
NA.
American.
5 seconds.
That's right. That's right.
Players choose.
Oh, they ban out that
Dyer's
visage.
turn to pick.
But
Drow Ranger.
wow, okay, straight
Drow
back with the
again.
drow.
Yeah, the range carriers have been getting a lot more
Yeah,
popular.
and I guess
started
you
with the
kind of
SF.
have to do them against like Pause 3 Enigma because that lane is really hard to deal with
10
as
seconds
most
remain.
carries. It's why it's so popular.
5
Yeah.
seconds remain.
The range carrier has been very popular.
Because anything
with
else, like
SF.
say it's
Now
like this, it's a 4 Nyx, you just get stunned and then hit by Eidolons and half your HP's gone.
Yep.
Which it can still happen, but at least they have to go a little further. It's a little more choreographed when they're trying to do it, so you can play around it a little more.
Yeah, it takes more effort. Exactly.
Yeah, and
Like,
multi-shot, you can get some kills on those Eidolons too. So
Mhm.
if you kill those early, I think a lot of the threat of Enigma's taken out. In
Now San King
response-
Gomez is responding. They're very slow. Let's see what they got.
Yeah,
Ember
Ember
Ooh.
Spirit. Okay, so this time they really want to make sure they have something that gets on the back line on top of that Drow.
And the Lich damage reduction, very good against Drow as well.
Is the armor you get from Ice Armor, that's additional
Dyer's
armor,
turn
right?
to ban.
Or
Yes.
is it? Yeah, so that won't be affected by...
again.
Oh, it is the Brood. Uh-oh.
Yep, the cheese we saw against CW Sports Game 3. They're bringing it back out again.
It'll be the Ember versus Brood. It's
10
always a weird
seconds.
matchup because Ember, like, once he has Maelstrom, you know, you get so many procs
5
off those
seconds.
spiders, so you get a lot of kills. But at the same time, if those spiders get on top of Ember with the bola, his flame guard just goes away instantly.
And that was the matchup we saw in the semifinals when
Right.
Banka Cola picked Brood
Yeah.
against the Mark's Ember Spirit was, I believe, like ranked 29. Like one of the, about as good as you can get for Ember Spirit. And he got torched once the Orchid came up. It was very rough.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it is a little
It
bit
is
of a...
Radiant's ban.
Maybe some people think Ember's better, but it can definitely go the other way.
That Ember being better is a meta that like went by once.
Yeah.
Once the spawn spiderlings went to 6, like that doesn't matter anymore. And Brood is just Brood.
I think Silken Bola is just so underrated.
Yeah,
Like,
it's so strong.
the amount of damage you get from each spider, getting those magic damage procs, it adds up.
10 seconds.
And,
remain.
and Banka went the Aghanims very early on the Brood, which allows you to draw like root lines between your webs, which makes it impossible to team fight against.
That's
this hero. It's
also like
very
really
strong.
underrated. I learned the strength of that axe when I was like just playing Overthrow, and I would
Yep.
just spam those down because you can lower their cooldown to like 4
It's
seconds.
so strong.
It's so annoying. And not that I've played it much in the actual game, but I imagine it's still quite annoying. And
It made it impossible for C-Dub to come back in that game,
Yeah.
and they lost in game 3.
it's kind of funny the amount of people who don't even know what that ability is. They're like, wait, why am I rooted here?
Yep.
Why can't I move? How did they
Yep.
see me now?
Yeah, it's very tough to play against. Even with a fairly mobile hero like Ember Spirit, like you just get caught sometimes and you just die.
Yeah, because you can't see it. It's like, okay, there's a web here. It's almost like playing against old techies. Like, are there gonna be a bunch of invisible mines here?
Yep. So what will Sankin Gomez do last pick to deal with this? Maybe will it be a brood counter or just a hero they like a lot? They have 10 seconds to decide.
What do you think is the best way to counter brood? I see some go with the big AoEs and some go straight for the single targets, like the idea of taking out the small spiders or just going for the big spider and taking it out fast.
Ooh, they went for the single target.
Yep.
With the evasion.
Yeah, because I've seen like Ursa be very hit or miss. Sometimes it gets destroyed, but sometimes, you know, it just does so much damage it takes the brood out real quick.
Viper, wow. So that's going to be a Maloy Viper and a 4 Tiny again. This is super dangerous for Sankin Gomez, I feel.
This is a nice lane for Viper too. It's gonna be hard for Ember. I kind of like what they've got going on Banka Cole, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, this might be a 2-0.
But drip check, we've got a drip check. Viper and PA both naked. No skins.
Well.
But Brood looks pretty nice. Enigma's pretty nice. I'm not a huge fan of the Drow skin. But I think I still have to go with Banka Cola myself.
Yeah, I mean, their draft looks pretty comprehensive.
I just meant for the drip.
Yeah, I know that too, but also their draft looks pretty comprehensively. They have pretty good control over what Sankin Gomez wants to do. Even the Ember Spirit, they have no lockdown for it except when Nintendo gets Blink. If he gets the Blink toss back, then they could just murder people with the Bola. And he has a level 30 Brood Mother. Oh,
yeah. Pretty cringe.
I mean, if it wins you $100, if it wins you $100, then just go for it. And there's the pause.
I really wonder if, like, I kind of want them to prove me wrong, but I feel like this PA is not going to be enough for the... But is it just the Brood we have to be concerned with? You know, that's the other thing. It's like, even if they take down the Brood, you've got other heroes in here. I mean, to be fair, I think this could be like potential. The global makes it so hard for Enigma too. I was like, it looks better to get black holes in this game, but again, can you actually get them off?
Yeah, if you don't get jumped, maybe.
PA can still jump the Drow. The only thing with that is I feel like PA's got quite a bit later timing. You know, it usually feels like Drow's ready to go like 30, 35, and PA's more of a like 40 to 45 minute hero. Maybe my sense is off, but
it's a little earlier than that, but yeah, more or less. You have the relative timings right.
is there gonna... I mean, we've seen how Banka Cole play. They play off their timings pretty well. Boy, going with the wand and triple stick. Oh, do you think it's gonna...
The battle seeks resolution.
Is the wand triple six
what in
fairly
the
common?
world?
What
are the webs?
he's keeping
throws
up to the
down
He's just hanging out, dude.
Just immediately throws down 3 webs.
I think he's trying to get to the lane to throw down the ops as fast as possible. That's my guess.
Okay.
Yeah, he just gets it down and he's done.
Puts
And
it
now
pretty
there's
far
another
back
web.
too.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen more mid players doing that ward placement.
Yeah,
It's
I
kind
saw
of
that in the
weird
last series
'cause
too. Yeah.
It doesn't actually give you like rune vision either, which is strange because that seemed like a big part of why you get that observer mid.
That is what I've been noticing interestingly as well. Like in the recent war places mid, is they love the mid just for the vision, like not the runes.
30
And,
seconds to battle.
which makes sense because it will expire about the time the 6-minute rune
Especially
comes
on a
off.
brood mother too, because on brood you don't need those runes too much. I see a lot of more experienced broods just send, you know, especially when you get to that 4-minute, if they've got their 6, just send the spiderlings and deny both of them.
And the Knicks tried to check, but he got scared and he ran away. So
Yep.
they're gonna do the 2-for-2 bounties.
Yep.
Players compete for
Neither
ultimate
team
glory.
wanting too much early action. Just kind of funny. You see this very often where teams posture like, oh, if they come up here, we kill them. But it's like, if you really wanted to kill them, you do the opposite, right? Because going up on that safely in high ground is pretty common.
Oh, they're waiting for the silencer. They're gonna gank him actually.
Oh, they come back for
That's
him. And
first blood.
he's gonna, yep, frost blast coming out, and that's gonna be the kill. Are they gonna tri-lane this bottom?
Maybe with the PA like that, I wouldn't be surprised if they're OTB. Yeah.
Interesting. I like to see some tri-lane action.
Yeah. It
It's-
looks like
it's
they're
been
not
a minute.
moving. Oh,
They're going for the silencer again.
Dead again.
Oh no.
He just TP'd. He fairy fired too, and they give the kill to the PA.
Assassination at its finest.
That's a rough start. For the
Nick's will
silencer
TP.
at least. He's leaving. I see that actually annoyingly often in pubs where like I as a 5 get messed up by that because I think, you know, there's no way they're
Not
gonna try
this
lane,
time.
but they stay around for that second kill and it's like, okay,
Yep.
my game is over.
This Drow was manipulating the CS very well, though. I
Yeah,
see
the lane
it's
isn't a very
moving.
good spot.
Still 2 kills for Sanking Gomez. Very well done.
Yep. Which
Radiant's courier
Tiny
is the
trying to
ultimate
bring that Nyx a little closer to the
And
tower, but
The courier ward gets the courier. Drow, no items for you.
this Lich is gonna be rich.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, first blood, a courier kill. Won't be able to unblock that camp.
Yep.
Just one hit away. But lane improving for the PA. Meanwhile, mid, that brood. Level 3 taking insatiable hunger. So just looking to
Yeah,
sustain
this
against
makes
that
it
Ember.
possible for Ember. Like once she gets 2 points in the queue, it's
Yep.
very hard. Just infinite life steal plus damage. You're welcome for me making the hero, by the way. You're all welcome.
Enigma having a hard time against the Viper too. 7 CS down, which I mean it's interesting because this Enigma's supposed to dominate lanes, but obviously Viper does it too, and it seems like he's doing it better.
I mean, he's got more CS, but how many of those are Eidolons is what you have to ask. He's got a
That
lot
is
of
fair.
Eidolons.
That's fair.
And what that means is the Tiny can do what he wants and not be interrupted.
Yeah,
Here comes
which
Toss back with me.
that Nyx, he is gonna
Yeah.
stick, but Fairy Fire too, but the poison is too much. That's that level 3 spike for the Viper.
Bottom lane, there's a lot of kill
Yeah,
potential.
and
Ooh,
that'll be the
out.
Phantom Strike away, but they're both really low. You've got Ring of Health on the PA at least, but
Yeah, she's showing the Battle Fury build very early. Yeah.
yep. Still at 14 CS, kind of just working off a dagger.
Oh.
You almost
Kind of
And the
this
silencer,
farming
thinking on the
strategy.
silencer with a kill here. It could be a they
Yeah.
could jump on the silencer. Yeah, here
And
they
that's
go.
what they're doing, and that's gonna be a dead silencer. It looks like the PA could pay for this though.
No more from me.
Drow multi-shot,
dead.
PA going down, and maybe the Lich too. That's gonna be Frost Arrow needs one more hit.
To speak
Dire
with
should look
rangers.
to them.
Oh, went the
Ooh,
wrong
yeah.
way. Or
Needs to
the
creep to the
different
iron.
way.
Oh, we get the bounty too. Nice.
Alms for the dead.
And the tower kill on the Lich.
Yeah.
Actually done.
But it still will be going pretty decently for this Drow Ranger. Getting a Falcon Blade early.
Yeah, we've seen that more and more on heroes that didn't get it earlier. Like the
Yeah.
Drow's getting it now. And
Oh, gonna
top
be the
lane.
Nyx going down again, top.
Jeez. Yeah. More Falcon Blades recently on heroes like Drow. You didn't see it earlier. Like, even when Falcon Blade was big, you didn't get on Drow, but now you do.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting how, like, it seemed like it was because of Soul Ring being so expensive, but obviously these are a lot of heroes that never went Soul Ring.
Oh, they're going Drow? Oh, the big jump on Drow.
Yeah,
by PA,
jumping on Drow,
she's
but having to
back
run away.
now.
Went an early point in the blur just to
Teach them
avoid
your quiet
some of those
Drow.
Frost Arrow hits.
Mm-hmm.
And while Broodmother coming up on level 6, it looks like the Ember might get his 6 first, though. Or maybe just at the same time. He will get it.
There's
One
3 heroes
CS
bottom. They're going for kills on this Drow. They have to.
Yep.
Oh, here comes
But
the
they're
counter
gonna find the
rotations.
Silencer instead. And yep,
Well, the-
Avalanche to turn around, but they don't really have a lot to follow up. I think they just walk away. The
Very
toss,
strange
okay,
engagement.
toss back onto Silencer. But the Ember's here and ready to go in. They're gonna go the
Oh,
other
yeah.
direction. Doesn't have chains,
Yes,
but does have
he has
level
6
3
too.
slight. And doing a lot of damage. That Drow is gonna go down. Taking a lot of damage on the Ember though. He's gonna have to Remnant out of there and go back mid.
He's
But
in
the
trouble.
Brood is
Oh, he's
waiting. And, oh, just immediately gets on him with the spiders. Giving the high five too.
That's a 3-for-1 actually on the gang on the bottom lane. He rimmed it in mid, but
Yeah. Oh, and
Melee
top
gets a kill
lane,
too.
Melee getting that Enigma. Can't leave him alone. Oh, and the PA going down too.
No more.
this is a disaster for Sankin Gomez. 3K lead
Oh.
already at 6 minutes for Banka Cola.
500 gold per minute. Let's go.
Jesus Christ.
But they might be able to get this Viper here. They've got Eidolons and the Arctic Armor. And Melee gonna go down. Use the ulti, but not gonna be enough to kill the Lich. Doesn't even need Enigma to be there. Just, hey, send those Eidolons on this guy. Just watch me do this. But, oh, Brood
Oh,
farming
damn.
that jungle. Gonna
Brood.
catch a stray Lich for some tasty farm.
That
And
game is too strong.
This
He's
top tower's gonna
Nyx
go
too.
down real fast. They're gonna fortify, but I don't think it's gonna save it.
Nyx just TP's out. He's like, it's a slow TP though, but he went bottom and it
Yeah.
took forever. He lost half his HP. My God.
Yeah, it goes fast. And that top tower gonna give him a nice surge of gold. Gonna keep that advantage increasing. No Tuss this time, but they will snowball.
Mm-hmm. It's a 4K lead at 7 minutes. This is disastrous for Sankin Gomez.
Drow picked up some raindrops just in case that the Ember Spirit decides to come around again.
The net worth advantage on this Brood is obscene. She has 4,700 net worth. That is 1,700 above the Ember
Yeah.
Spirit, the next closest.
Ember
It is
does have his
so much.
javelin. He's 1,000 away from the male
Oh,
front,
the
so
Enigma's dead. Oh God.
yeah. What does Enigma do about spiders? I don't think he does much.
He kind of just dies. At bottom
Yeah,
lane,
uh-oh.
the PA
Tiny
is dead
gonna be
too.
picked up. PA going down.
Down a dark road I go.
They're in shambles.
Many a
What do
grave is
they
hidden
do?
in these woods.
They got the tiny, but I mean that doesn't make up
Yeah.
for it. That's tough, man. And
Viper
Viper
gonna
Strike
throw
used to be-
ulti onto that Ember. He's gonna TP back to base and Remnant back. Where's our Tiny gonna go hunting next?
It's a
She's still
terrifying
down.
broodmother. She's not even close to. She went for the ring of health on PA, but now going back for treads, she's not gonna have the battle very anytime soon. It's very tough.
It's probably gonna be about that 40 to 45 minute timing, I would say.
If they want to win, if they're gonna win, that's how they're gonna do it. They're gonna go for the drum.
And they've got the impale onto her, and there's the Malefice. She's got no way to leave, so she's gonna go down. Slight 2 from Ember, so he comes around. A lot of rotations.
Fails to see.
Viper's trying to rotate as well.
Yeah.
And the Ember
He's
might be in
gonna
trouble.
see the Lich there. Lich going down pretty fast. That'll be an easy first kill, but the Silencer will die, and there's a black hole onto the Viper with all the Eidolons there, doing a lot of damage. Oh, they are gonna lose the Enigma too, though. I mean, I think it's still good for SKG, but
yeah, because top tower is being destroyed.
Oh, yeah.
Tiny on Radiant is level 5, and they're still just annihilating the top tower. This brood is out of control.
Yep. Which, interesting, I do see this sometimes where this pause 4 Tiny went for a tree grab at level 1. Just because sometimes those toss plays aren't going to be there, and you just want to be able to trade a little better.
It's the deny potential is what it is you deny the enemy carry their CS with that tree toss, and it's so annoying.
Yep.
Because
say, hey, you're going to have an Enigma and deny our range every wave? Well, I'm going to deny yours.
Yep. You just want to deny the enemy carry their creeps, and it didn't... It's tough, man, with this broodmother. I mean, she's so farmed. I mean, her net worth is out of control.
Meanwhile, this Enigma bottom looks like they are going to try to use the siege creep, take the tower themselves. Meanwhile, broodmother now approaching 3,000 over to the Ember. Gonna go in for the Roche?
She's going Roche, yeah.
Oh, baits out the Roche slam. There's the Orchid as well. Poor Roche taking a lot of damage. He's got the slam up again, but and it will take out all the small spiders.
And the big thing about the current broodmother build is that she has no BKB. If they can somehow burst her down, they can take fights, but before that, like, this is really, she has ages. It's really hard.
Meanwhile, they're gonna see this Ember top. He does have a remnant, not sure where. Back in the trees.
Yeah, they defended the tower without the brood, and the Ember is level 8. The broodmother is level 11, almost 12.
Yeah.
Woof.
Ember does have that Maelstrom, but uh-oh, silence onto the Lich. And 2 hits, and he's gone.
This is some brood shit. Classic brood shit.
Have you seen some of those broods do the thing where, like, all their, like, a couple of their spiders just go in, like, random directions?
Yeah, it's you
do you
split
have
off
any?
aggro.
How do you do that?
You just use tab clicking to split off for aggro. Yeah. That's the same as I do for like Meepo or any other
I see it done in like one click sometimes though, where they just all disperse.
It looks about the same, but yeah, you tab click for them.
Clever.
Speaking of clever, Sankin Gomez really needs to get clever very quick to salvage this game.
Yeah,
it is going to get very rough with this broodmother so farmed. 12 minutes, 6K net worth lead.
This is a game where, like, if I'm Lich, I'm like, you know, I'm gonna play this one out, but I hope you guys can win this game.
The Nyx is under a ward as well. He's dead too.
He's gonna be found by the Viper. Meanwhile, the Lich was taken out by that brute.
Yep. Sankin Gomez, they won their first series by rage quit. They were not expecting this from the second series, I'm sure.
Yeah, they get some rage quitters and then they get some brooders and things change quick.
Yeah. Actually, they played 3 series today. I take that back. They won their first series. It was tough. And they got this series, and it was, you know, they got the rage quit series, and they got this one. They're like, oh god, what's happening?
Yeah. And Ember gonna TP out top. We'll get gusted, but no stuns up there.
Dire's courier has been killed.
I mean,
Tiny, seen by the Enigma, he's gonna avalanche, but
Other's cunning play.
he might
doesn't have
wanna
much of a
black
way
hole
out
this.
here. He's gonna toss back the Nyx.
He should have black hole. You need any kill you can get at this point against Brood. You just gotta get kills.
Yeah,
'Cause
the
they're gonna
Ember's
react
here.
so
They
hard.
might go aggressively. That ward's gonna spot him out, but it's gonna see the Viper as well. They kind of have to abandon that kill.
Yeah, but the Brood is 4 levels ahead of the Ember. You
the
have
Ember's
to
also not
yeah.
farming.
Yeah,
Like when he's doing all that.
he has Maelstrom, but he's going for Yule's next to him. They want to kill the Silencer, but they're not gonna get him either.
Yep, they know
And
those
here
webs
comes
are
the
up there. The
Brood.
Brood coming down, but still, this Brood is being very like non-aggressive. You know, it's like I'll go for the kills if they're there, but I'm here to farm. Look how many spiders there are. He's gonna get a nice slight here, though. I think all those spiders are dying. Okay, maybe not all, but oh, I didn't watch it. I didn't watch to see how much gold he actually got. Dang.
It's not enough to make up this.
It's not nearly enough. No.
It's a 15 minutes.
But if he does that like 10 times,
I mean that, and if the PA can Battle Fury and farm 2 more items, yeah. But this lineup from Banka is so fast paced. They were not prepared.
it really doesn't feel like we're 15 minutes in, but we're only 15 minutes in.
They were so prepared to play this ultra fast paced game on Banka, and Sanky Gomez was not ready for it.
Yeah, Brood currently at 760 XP per minute, and there haven't even been that many like high value kills or anything.
Yep, and she has 11,000 net worth. Next most is Ember at 7,000. Oh. If anything, I'm surprised they're being so conservative on Radiant, because they're so far ahead.
Yep.
They must not. They
This
may
Tiny
not
is
know
not
how
even
they
afraid
are.
of Enigma. He just walks in his face and avalanches him. He just
Yep.
walks away. Nothing
There's
to
a
fear.
small mark on Sanking Gomez, but they instantly get rooted by the fucking the spider Agatons, and the smoke is over.
Illusion.
And
Dear
there's gonna be a
Lord.
new one right after.
Yeah, Lich has double fluffy hats, just trying not to die. It's tough.
Yeah, these games are so annoying as support. It's just not fun. It's like even if you end up winning because your PA gets huge and your Ember gets huge,
Radiant's
it's
bottom tower
that
is
Lich
under
is
attack.
never gonna have a fun game here.
It gets rooted again by the web, and the Brood is coming. The Nyx is in
Oh.
trouble. Oh,
It's gonna get
he
the
gets-
impale on the spiders, but there will be a courier. Oh,
Chance
Lich
plus.
ulti thrown in there, but it's gonna just bounce
Oh,
along the
this is
spiders.
bad.
And now Nyx silenced. Brood
Oh,
gonna
the
throw
black
ulti,
hole-
but the Brood actually in trouble.
We don't get to get the black hole off. There
The
it
black
is.
hole is there, and big kill, 500 gold going to the Enigma, and Ember catching the silencer and back.
They're gonna get and the Lich might. Can they get the Tiny, or is the Lich
Tiny's
gonna
got
live?
blink, so he's got that kill there, and he's gonna be out of here.
One less
Oh, Ember,
He's
he's got a
out.
remnant, so he's out of there.
Yeah, they could have killed the Tiny, but they tried to go too far forward, and oh, the PA got caught by a web again.
Oh, and Tiny's in there,
God.
tossing back on the Viper, and that is a dead PA.
Spree.
These webs are so noxious.
And Tiny getting a nice blink timing is gonna take full advantage of them. I mean, it's not even the Brood who needs to be going on those webs, it's just anybody who's around.
She has Battle Fear on PA, but I don't know if they're gonna be able to farm enough to survive this onslaught.
Uh-oh.
There's the web
Double
again. The
webs
double-
are there. But it's just gonna be the Nyx who goes down. Enigma just gets TP out of there.
That's so gross. As the one who made this hero, you're welcome, by the way, everyone.
He made it.
Yeah, no, of course. No, Nikas DM'd me in 2004 and asked me if he could borrow my hero idea. And I said, yeah, sure. It was a Mantis, of course. It's my username, but he changed it a little bit.
So before it was gonna be like an ant colony hero, and it was.
Well, it was gonna be more like you could use the Monkey King style, like tree camouflage with the Mantis instead of the webs. Yeah.
You know, that'd be actually kind of cool. A hero kind of like Nyx, but when he goes into the ground, he just spawns a bunch of ants and.
That would be cool.
That's gonna be the PA going down again, and they are chasing after that poor old Liz.
It's so hard to farm, but they're closing off every avenue for farm.
Yeah.
And the Enigma TP's bidden immediately gets rooted. It's so gross.
And the Brood going after the Nyx. There's no part of the map that's safe.
Is under attack.
This is so gross by Banka. It's hard to imagine, and it's just trying to TP out on the Enigma, and then we'll get out.
Did you realize this silencer didn't even level Glaives? So he has stolen 0
He has
and
no ends. It's been good. Like that's the build he wants. He doesn't care about it. He just wants to get the maximum. Like, and look at the webs. Look at the web trying to go into like the dire triangle. Like they have the whole thing webbed. It's so gross.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower.
I'm not gonna look at win probability.
Bottom PA.
PA is
Dead
doomed.
again.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Nyx is gonna take a look and quickly
Jesus.
get out of there.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Eastern Europe said, yo, Hothead and Reborn disbanded, we're back, baby. This is so, and he's rooted on the Nyx again.
Oh no,
This is
he's gonna
insane.
take the ulti and no way out. And
I
they
don't know
will
how
go
they
on to
win.
the next tower. Yeah, this is hard.
It's making Gomez's trouble.
I refuse to look at win probability.
It's gotta be bad, man. On they pause. They're hoping they'll fall asleep on
My keyboard is not working.
the remaining 7 minutes they have on pause is they calculate it. The remaining 7 minutes on pause they're hoping they won't have to get because they'll hopefully fall asleep on the Radiant.
CVV CODs.
I got it, don't worry. Admin is on the scene.
You have a stopwatch handy and you're
No, I use the computer timer and it's also fine. He's serving up Maloy's serving up a dish for us,
guys.
boys.
The admin isn't even using a stopwatch. It's all inaccurate.
You know what? I will overestimate. I'm happy with that.
I think we need to rulebook Mantis.
Rule book this bad token, dude. We're fine. I think we'll be okay. It looks like Banka is, and there he is. He's back. Hijack is back, but oh, jeez, Louise, it's gonna be a tough climb up the hill.
We're gonna need a very big black hole.
A big black hole with a big ember combo, triple remnant. It'll be tough, but they have the BKB on Enigma. No blink, but they have the BKB.
They also have Yules on Ember, so you can purge one of the like 3 silences.
Yeah. That is true. If he gets the big black hole, like the global will come out immediately.
Yeah, it's really easy to play silencer this game because you care about one thing. It's like as soon as I see that black hole, I push my button. I've done my job.
Here comes
Oh, and
the
they
smoke.
all get caught
Oh
in
my
the snare.
God.
And there's another one.
It's so bad. It's so toxic.
Oh
It's
my
all-
god.
And you're not afraid of spiders, are you? Oh, it's so
and
toxic.
they just can't go. Because even though they're smoked, you get the
this is the
they get the
game.
ping.
They're gonna lose it right here.
the Tiny's there, toss onto the Nyx, and they get the Lich as well. Silence on the Enigma. He's got Black Hole and BKB, but yeah, you know he can't use it there. Like he just
Get away
can't.
from it. Okay.
Ember getting
There's
silenced,
Global.
and
Double kill.
now that's
Oh
gonna
my
mean Global's not up
God.
for the Enigma. But
That's technically true. Yeah. What a demonstrative
oh my
performance.
god,
Oh,
Enigma has the
please.
BKB with 100 HP left. Nyx dieback, 53
God.
seconds dead. It's actually the Viper who's going godlike here.
Banka Cola is just flexing here. This is ridiculous. Why does the web like net get to extend that far out? That's ridiculous,
Yeah.
dude. This hero is bonkers.
I mean,
Has fallen.
forget how you see the actual
Dire's
rating.
top barracks are under attack.
Wait, what? He put
Wait.
he put the web down before the web came down. That's come on.
Well, yeah, what is going on here?
Come on. That can't be real. And now the Ember
Oh, Ember, and his move speed was so slow, his Remnant couldn't go far.
Stupid. Come on.
Oh
What
no.
is that a thing?
Well, we saw a Broodmother this game,
Good
and
lord. Why is this legal?
why was this hero not popular for so long? Because its axe has been around,
It's
right?
insane.
Like, do you think this is just something like pros just stumbled upon, like, in recent months?
I don't think they took it seriously until now, but this is unbelievable that this works like that. That's he went for the Lich, he didn't get him, but God, that's why can he look at these lines? Oh, he got rooted again. He got sucked into it.
Is
And
this
he's-
tournament legal?
This tournament is illegal. They're gonna get paid though. They're still gonna get paid. Sorry about that.
I don't think
Lich
this is tournament
oh
legal
my-
right here.
This
Oh,
is-
Impale onto the Broodmother. Could this be her
Oh,
going
boy.
down? No, it definitely is. There's a black hole ready to go, but oh no, Enigma just dies.
Oh my God.
He just dies. Broodmother
abuse.
getting killed maybe by Ember? No, the Ember goes down.
Cola wins. Holy crap.
Banka
That
Cola.
was insane.
Brood Cola, more like.
Yeah, the bird cola, yeah. Holy God. What a game.
Jesus.
Wild. That was
I
nuts, man.
mean, I'm emotionally decimated for Sand King Gomez. It's just
Yeah.
watching that.
the most kills in that game, by the way, 14 and 2 on the Viper. Maloy
Yeah.
is still a god.
Which, to be fair, like, what's the one thing that stops a Viper from killing people? His move speed. So if they're just stuck there
Yep.
from the roots and the tosses from the tiny, it's
roots
like,
were wild.
hey, you know, keep giving me these kills.
And in an hour and a half, if you're watching this, then you're going to see some more teams probably playing with this, because there's been a few teams that are ridiculous with this Broodmother.
Yeah,
Especially Fnatic.
It's really not too hard to. I think Brood's honestly one of the easiest micro heroes. Like, there are upper level tricks you can do, like the separating stuff with the spiders, like I was talking about, but you don't have to do that. I mean, we didn't really see any of that really fancy stuff here. This was just really clean, you know, farm up until we've got the good fights, and you couldn't do anything.
Well, wild.
Brood.
GG's for both of these games. They were very quick. Holy crap. But I appreciate you casting.
Maybe we should ask if they want to go best of 5.
I have games tonight. I have PST Sunday games tonight. I'm not going to do that, but I appreciate the thought.
All right. Well, it was great while it lasted, but it will be a 2-0 win for Banka Cola getting the win. This was the grand finals for TD2L Pro Series this weekend, so we will have more in future weeks. So thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll catch you another time. It's me, Wildman Beats, here, joined by Mantis.
GG's.
Peace out.
Woo. What a series. My God.